What's up, guys? Today we're going to be checking out some more Perlisten speakers. I've got a 5-channel setup consisting of the Perlisten R5ts, the center channel, the R5c, and then the surround channels, which are the R5ms. So shout out to the guys at Perlisten for sending this over for me to review. Thank you guys. Let's go ahead and get these center channel unboxed first. So this comes packaged just like all their other speakers. Very well packed. Some gloves and some little felt pads to stick underneath the speaker if it's going to be on a stand so you don't scratch up the finish. And then we get some documentation here from Perlisten. So it comes in the nice cloth bag, nice drawstring bag. All right, so this is of course the glossy black finish. On the front, we have two 6.5-inch woofers. We've got 3 soft dome tweeters, and this whole speaker's got a response of 49 hertz to 32K. And it's pretty hefty as well. It weighs about 33 pounds. Okay, width-wise, we're looking at about 21.5 inches wide. Depth-wise, it is approximately 10.5 inches wide if we're counting the front baffle. And then height-wise, we're looking at about 9.5 inches tall. I'll put the exact measurements on screen. Okay, let's spin it around. You can see here that this is pre-drilled for some wall mounts, which you can purchase from Perlisten. And as far as binding posts, it is not bi-wireable, but it does come with some very nice rhodium plated binding posts right there. And this is THX Dominus / THX Ultra certified. Okay, let's move on over to the surround speakers, the R5ms. All right, so again, this is nicely packaged in the bag. This is bottoms up first. So let's take a look at the bottom here. You can see that this is a ported speaker. If you wanted to run this sealed, this does come with a giant little port plug. This is a nice foam port plug, so this will just stick right in the hole if you want to run this ported. And the frequency response for this, if you're going to run it ported, is 40 hertz to 32K, or if you want to run it sealed, it's 47 hertz to 32K. And you can see that it does come pre-drilled if you want to purchase the optional stands. So the stands would actually just screw into the bottom of the speaker. So let's go ahead and flip this around. It's pretty heavy. It does weigh 38 pounds, so it does have some pretty nice weight to it. You can see that we've got the same complement of drivers as the center channel. We've got 2 6.5-inch woofers, then we got 3 soft dome tweeters, and then let's spin it around back. It's of course got the glossy finish. And on the back, we've got the same rhodium plated binding posts, and then it is pre-drilled if you want to run the optional wall mounts. All right, let's just take a quick little measurement. So it is about 13 inches in depth. Width-wise, it is 9 inches wide. Then height-wise, it is about 21.5 inches in height. And it does weigh, like I said, 38 pounds. Okay, and last but not least, let's go ahead, unbox the tower speakers. So this is gonna be my first tower speakers from Perlisten that I'll be checking out. They do have a larger model, which I think is the R70, but I feel like this made more sense for my space. So it's like their smaller tower. So yeah, this is the base, which goes on the bottom of the speaker. And here we get some more white gloves and some more documentation. Big foam port plug. So this, of course, packaged the same way as the other speakers. Nice drawstring bag. And just like the monitor speaker, this is also a ported design, located on the bottom. If you want to run it ported, frequency response goes down to 24 hertz. In-room response is supposed to be about 21 hertz. Then if you want to use it sealed, it'll go down to 38 hertz. And it is a heavy speaker, it does weigh 58 pounds. These are pre-drilled for the base. You can see that when you set it on the base bottom of the speaker, these little holes are indented, which you want to have facing downwards. We're going to drop it on the speaker, line it up with the holes. What we're going to do now is grab the second accessories box. Inside the accessories box, we've got the actual feet, the feet hardware, spiked attachment for the feet, Allen wrench, and then you've got your 4 screws. All you gotta do is drop in the 4 screws. So the bottom of the speaker does have a rubber pad so that the bass does not scratch it. Once you get those finger tightened, use the Allen wrench, give it a nice little light torque to make sure it's nice and secure to the bass. We're gonna attach this guy here. It's got the little screw insert for the spike on the bottom. This goes in there first. Next, we're gonna take our little gold plate. It's got the rubber on one side and then no rubber on the other side. Obviously the rubber side goes in here so it doesn't get all scratched up. Screws that down like so. And then you're gonna take this part here. This goes on next. Then we're gonna take our spike. And this goes on last. Once you get that finger tight, you're gonna take the little tool that comes in the box. Just give that a couple twists like that until you get this nice and secured. And that's it. We're just gonna have to do that for all 4 corners. So just like the other 2 speakers, this has the same complement of drivers. And just so you know that the difference between the R series and the S series is that the drivers are different. The other ones have that checkerboard pattern. This is kind of like a paper pulp cone. The S series also has beryllium tweeter, and these guys, the R series, has a soft dome tweeter. Like I said, the frequency response of this still goes up to 32K, so pretty good detail I'm anticipating. Let's go ahead and measure this really quick. Height-wise, we're looking at about maybe 43.5 inches tall. Depth-wise, we're looking at roughly about 13 inches deep. Width-wise, we are looking at also 9 inches wide. Now, unlike the other 2 speakers, these towers are actually bi-wireable. So you can, if you want to bi-amp or bi-wire these, you can do that as well. So the top is your high frequency and the bottom is your low frequencies. And then this is a 4-ohm speaker. Now, one thing that is missing is that this is not wall mountable, so there are no pre-drilled holes to hang this on your wall. And this is THX Dominant Certified / THX Ultra Certified, depending on what position you're going to use the speaker in. All right, so I've got 2 of the towers in, 2 of the monitors for surround channel, and then I've got the R5C as the center channel for a full 5-channel setup. I'm going to go ahead, break this system in for a few weeks, and I'll come back, give you some thoughts and impressions. So if you do want to check out the full review, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment down below, let me know if you've ever heard these speakers, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys again in the next video.
Thank you. Hello, Shane, and all who are listening. And I'm Robert Zone from Value Electronics. And thanks to Shane's very positive review of Perlisten, as well as his recommendation to me, we signed up and became dealers, full-line dealers. We're also going to buy the product and demonstrate it and show it in our showroom here. Hope to see many of Shane's members and visitors to come into our store and see this world-class line of speakers and subwoofers.